What's happening, everybody? I'm in Dublin, and I'm wearing my 2000 shirt, which my buddy Stu Hunter made for me in honor of having 2,000 subs on YouTube. Stu, you're my hero, bud. I just woke up. I'm super jet lagged, and it's Sunday morning. I got here yesterday morning, did some stuff in the morning, slept a little, did some stuff at night, and then slept last night. Whatever. We're gonna go do some street photography with the Fujifilm, oh my god, it's over here, Fujifilm X-T3 with the battery grip. I've got the 35mm f1.4 on here. I'm gonna swap that out because it's a little too, I need something a little wider for Dublin. It's a very sort of closed-in, old-school city, and this was good last night, but it did start to rain, and this is not a weather-sealed lens, so I only got a couple of shots. I'll show them to you in like a photo montage, or maybe they're playing right now. I don't know, but I'm just gonna get dressed and head out. The sun's just coming out, so I'm gonna go find some breakfast. Going to see the Book of Kells at Trinity College in a little while. Meet up with my buddy Jason, who is here for work right now, which is nice. It's nice to know somebody here. And yeah, let's go see what Dublin's up to this morning. So Dublin, it's about 9 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday, and there's not really a lot going on yet because Sundays in Dublin, people are busy with church and whatever they do on Sunday mornings in Dublin, but nothing really gets going till, I don't know, 10, 11 o'clock, so I'm just walking around, tram going by here. I don't mind checking that out, but I'm probably not gonna have time, but I'm just sort of walking around. I've got the XF 18 to 55 on here, just snapping some pics and taking a little video, and we'll see how it does. Guys, there's magpies here. I found a magpie. He's right over there. I don't know if you can see him. He's really little. Oh man, I love magpies. So what do I think of this X-T3 in general? I think if you're somebody that shoots with an X-T2, I don't know if you need to upgrade unless you're really heavy into shooting video. The video on this thing is incredible. Quite frankly, it's so much more than I'm qualified to work with. I typically am a 1080 shooter, so this super high bitrate stuff, I mean, it would just melt my editing computer if I even tried to mess with it. But straight off the card, it looks, it just looks incredible. As far as stills go, if you're somebody that shoots with an X-T2 or an X-T20 or an X-E3, performance is pretty much the same. The autofocus and the tracking is definitely noticeably better, especially with big, long lenses. But day-to-day shooting, pro gigs, weddings, stuff like that, you probably don't need to upgrade to this camera. But if you want to, you're definitely going to notice the difference. Is it going to make a big difference to your work? Probably not. But it is by far the best X-series camera that Fujifilm has ever made. And I'm pretty excited to see the trickle-down effect to the rest of the lineup in terms of what's coming up next. So I'm sure there'll be an X-T30 and an X-E4 and so on and so forth. If they've got anywhere near the video specs of this camera for less money, I mean, this thing as it stands right now is just a tremendous bargain for somebody that wants to get into filmmaking. Oh, I didn't realize this tree was so low. Pay attention, Scott. going to give some thoughts about Dublin in a second here and just quickly talk about this trip and travel in general. So yeah, hang on. So Dublin, it's gorgeous. Dublin is a very old city, narrow streets, a lot of cobblestones, really old buildings close together. It's exactly what you'd think it would be, given its history and everything. It's a beautiful city. I would recommend it for people that are into history or just urban geography. Yeah, it's got a little bit for everyone. So Dublin, I will be back for sure. This was a very, very short trip. I'm only here for 3 nights and then flying back to Canada because I'm insane. Now, on that subject, a lot of people have said, hey man, how come you're only going to Dublin for 3 nights? Like, you need to go for longer. And I say, no. Would I like to stay for longer? Sure. But there's a bit of a conundrum when it comes to travel. Travel is time and money. So you have to have the money to go and you have to have the time to go. And sometimes you don't have both. If you don't have the time to go, but you have the money, people tend not to go. If you don't have the money to go, but you have the time to go, people also tend not to go. But if you've got the money and you don't have the time, just go anyways. Because when you die, you don't take that money with you. And travel is such an important thing. It lets you see other parts of the world, meet other people, see how things work, how people are, and it's very important to see those things for everybody. Even if it's just for 2 or 3 nights, people are gonna call you insane, but do it anyways because I'm here and it's amazing. Now, it doesn't have to be somewhere this far away. I mean, go to the next town over, go to the next state or province over, go to the country right beside your country, take a bus, take a train, drive your car, do whatever you want, but you need to get out and see how other people live in other parts of the world. There is nothing more important than that to the future of humanity, because we become so isolated in our own worlds that we lose compassion for other people's situations. And the only way to get that compassion back is to actually go and see how other people live. So yeah, thanks for staying for the sermon at the end of the video. I'll see you guys back in Vancouver. Fujifilm X-T3, totally recommended. You should get one. If this is your first Fujifilm camera, you're looking pretty good. If you're upgrading from the X-T2, I mean, it's probably worth it, but you can probably wait maybe till the next generation. But that's it, you guys. See you back in Vancouver. Bye.